Live on the gram, and it works. It works, folks. It works. It works. And look how beautiful it looks. Now, if you understood the amount of time, effort, and energy that it took to get it to look this clean, you'd be shocked. You'd be absolutely shocked to find out that this didn't just magically show up looking this clean and this good. Because I know it looks clean and it looks good because I've tested it about 100 times. So riddle me this, folks. Riddle me this. Are you going to go after the things that you want in life? Are you willing to put in hours and hours and hours of work that you don't get paid for to make sure that your stuff looks good and feels good and sounds good and streams good and records good at the same time on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube, all at the same time? Or are you afraid to go for it? See, because at any moment, this thing could shut off or go wrong. I don't think it's gonna, because I've tested it extensively, but it could. And people could be like, oh, he was talking all that smack about how his stuff was working and looked all clean, and then look, it died. Listen, folks, you are going to get criticized no matter what you do. You are going to get criticized whether you win or whether you lose or whether it's a draw, whether you get all the points on the scoreboard in the world or not, whether you make millions and millions and millions of dollars or you don't, whether you get millions and millions and millions of followers or you don't. You're going to get criticized either way. So, are you going to allow that? What's up? John Luck's in the building. Are you going to go for it, and are you going to make stuff happen, or are you going to sit on the sidelines and be concerned and worried about things going wrong and then in turn do absolutely nothing? Because I'm here to tell you, I turned 40 years old in 5 days, and I've been going for it for over 20 years. And it's working out. It's working out. It's working out. And so, I mean, I encourage you all to think about, what do you really want in life? How can you possibly bring that to life? And how can you magnify your strengths in your passions in a way that gets you paid to do it? Now, there's a lot of people out there, a lot of experts out there that'll tell you not to chase your dreams, not to chase your passions. Just do what brings you the money. Do what you hate, they say. Do what you hate, they say, so that you can make a bunch of money. What if you start doing what you hate right now, and you do what you hate for 10 straight years, and you make all this money, and then you die? You die doing something that you hate. You spent 10 years getting rich doing something that you hate, and you died and you didn't get to enjoy a moment of your life. What is the point of that, my friends? What if you did what you loved for 10 years, and then all of a sudden you got so good at it, you got so great at it that you got paid anyway? How good would that feel to know that you went against the grain? You went for it. You put in the work. You became the expert. You became the go-to person, and you dominated to the point where you got paid anyway. Why doesn't anybody ever talk about that? Do you think legends like Elvis Presley or Led Zeppelin or whatever your favorite rapper is, name him, Notorious B.I.G. or Tupac or whoever that person is, your favorite whatever, hockey player, basketball player, do you think people told them it was a good idea to go after it? Do you think people told Martin Luther King it was a great idea to go out there and say, I have a dream? Come on, man. That dude had so much opposition. That's why he's a legend and an icon. I want you, if you're watching this or if you're listening to the recording, because I'm streaming and recording at the same damn time, to go out there and to do something big. Because no matter what you choose to do today, you're going to get criticized. People criticized Muhammad Ali. People criticized Martin Luther King. People criticized Jackie Joyner-Kersee. People criticized Wayne Gretzky, Michael Jordan. I mean, LeBron James just scored the most points in the history of the NBA. People criticize him too. I think Michael Jordan's the best player ever, but I'm not here to criticize LeBron James. I haven't scored 1 point in the NBA. Who am I to give you any kind of basketball expertise? I don't have any. I like Jordan better. I don't know. Maybe you like the other guy better. But here's the thing, folks. If you don't go for it, you're going to be 40 years old, like me, looking back on your life thinking, man, I probably should have pulled the trigger and gone after what I really wanted to do. People come up to me all the time, 22-year-old kids at conferences, and they're like, dude, how do you have so much energy at 8 o'clock in the morning? It's 7:15 in the morning and you're bouncing off the walls. How do I get as much energy as you? And I'm like, well, what do you do every day? Oh, I don't know, man. I mean, cold calls and I'm wholesaling some houses and did a couple flips. Okay. Do you like doing that? Yeah, man, it's cool. Okay. Well, if you could do anything with your time, what would it be? Oh, well, I'd be doing this, that, or the other thing. Now, there's nothing wrong with making money. You got to go make money. But at the same time, I encourage you to figure out what it is you're passionate about, what you love to do, and at least make time for that and do that every single day. You don't have to be crazy, gung-ho, die to win like Pat Hilton is and be willing to literally die to succeed at turning your dreams and your passions into a reality and into profits. It's not for everybody. I'm here to tell you, it's a brutal road. Maybe you see me now. I'm smiling. I got my kids. I got a cute little sports car driving down the street. Dude, I didn't get that sports car till last year in December. I was 39 years old. I didn't even have my own car for 10 years. So I sacrificed having a car to get where I'm at today. This stream, as cute and as beautiful as it sounds, I think it's still going, right? Yep, it's still going. Sounds great, doesn't it? You know how many hours it took to get this Instagram Live to look vertically and integrate vertically into the system that I built? My entire team was working on this with me for like 2 straight weeks so that we could run this system, so that we could help coach people and be the absolute best social media coaches on the planet and blow everybody out of the water, because I'm not going to do it unless I'm going to be the best. Unless it looks the best, it sounds the best, it feels the best, and it goes harder than anybody. I'm not doing it. And the iconic messengers will be the standard. So I'm encouraging you to think about, during your everyday life, if you're going to do it, you might as well be the best. Shell Your Homegirl. I absolutely love that screen name. Shell Your Homegirl. It's great. She clearly is someone that you should follow if you want to sell your home. See how she did that? So you should go follow her. If you're going to do it, go after it. Like, her screen name tells me that she is ready to go. She's going to say, it speaks to me. Easy. Like, you got to be so in on what you're doing that everybody knows it. Whether they like it or not doesn't matter. Whether they approve of it or not doesn't matter. Whether they give you a good opinion or a bad opinion doesn't really matter. Because if you get so good at what you do that you become the go-to person in your industry, it's undeniable. You're going to get the business. You're going to make the money if you get good enough at it. But you got to love it, man. That's my opinion. That's where I stand on it. You got to love it or you ain't going to be any good. You do something you hate long enough, you are going to live a life that you hate. Now, my buddy Bradley always says, everything's funny with a pocket full of money. And I do believe that that is true. I'm not here to argue that. But I also think that everything's funny when you're doing what you love with a pocket full of money. Now, you might not get paid to do what you love for a while. It might take you a while. It took me 16 years to get 18 years to get paid now what I think I'm half of what I'm worth. So how long are you willing to go doing something to get paid what you're worth, to get the success that you want in a category? I mean, a lot of people just do stuff to make money, and there's nothing wrong with that. You got to have money to survive. But like I'm telling you folks, I've been on this planet for quite a long time now. They don't even ID me at the store when I buy booze for my wife. I don't drink anymore, but they don't even ID me. That's how old I am. I'm that guy now. And I can tell you that if you work hard enough at what you love and you want it bad enough, you can turn it into money. Now, that doesn't mean you shouldn't do whatever you need to do in between to get to that point. Go out and get rich, man. I'm all about it. But I'm telling you, there are other parts of your life that need to be fulfilled, and one of them is happiness. I'm making more money than I've ever made in my life, and I'm stressed out in different ways than I was. But the stress and the hard work and the perseverance and the hustle, that never goes away. I have friends that don't even use social media that are billionaires. And they're like, dude, there's still stressful decisions, and this needs to be done and that needs to be done. And, we're trying to do this because they're trying to be the best at what they do, whatever that is. They want to be the absolute best version of themselves. So that's my message today. I want you to be iconic messengers. I want you to be messengers of greatness. I want you to be messengers of success. I want you to be messengers of health, messengers of wealth, messengers of positivity, messengers of hope, messengers of whatever it is that you want to be an expert at. Become an expert at that. Have fun doing it. You might as well have fun. You got one shot at life. If you're walking around doing something you hate, hating your life, hating your existence, I'm telling you, it ain't worth it. It isn't worth it. Because you deserve to be happy. You deserve to be fulfilled. But you also have to earn it. You got to earn being fulfilled. You got to earn happiness. It's one of these things that you just got to earn. Just like success, just like money, just like cars, houses, anything like that, you got to earn it. So I encourage you today, ladies and gentlemen, to go out and go for it, to go out and make something happen for yourself, to go out and this weekend, don't take the whole weekend off. Make some time for what's going to get you ahead. I'm going to tell you something. You go toe to toe with somebody that's as crazy as me, they're putting in work on the weekends. They're putting in work on the weekends. There is a reason why a lot of the top experts that are on these platforms call Pat Hilton to show up and host their events. And it's not because I didn't put in 20 years. It's not because I don't know when I walk up there in front of 10,000 people that I'm going to bury the place. Because I always do, and I always will. And so you got to understand, your competition's putting in work. You need to put in work too. Go for it. Whatever that vision is in your head of what you want in life, it's not going to come from sitting on the sidelines. The cheap seats are reserved for the haters, for the clowns, for the people that aren't on the court putting points on the board. So I encourage you to get up out of the cheap seats and get on the court and be an all-star, be an MVP, be a league leader, in whatever league or category you are in. Step up and make it happen. Be iconic. I love you. See you soon.